me to me, click.
Have with us Vivo V7 smartphone. Vivo earlier launched the V7 Plus and finally they are launching V7 in India. The phone will be available for roughly around 17 to 18,000. The MRP is 17,990, so it can be priced at the same price as well. So the maximum price that it will retail for is roughly under 18,000 Indian rupees. So this is the package, and in this video we're going to unbox it, and we have the gold variant with us. So let's unbox it and let's see what all contents do you get in the Vivo V7 smartphone retail package. And you can see this comes with this full view display and the same 24 megapixel selfie camera that we saw on V7 Plus. There are a lot of similarities between V7 and V7 Plus. The main difference is the display. It comes with a smaller 5.7 inch display, and you can see it has this same full view display, 4 GB RAM, 32 GB storage and 16 megapixel back camera. So let me just try and open it. There you go. And it comes with this dedicated SIM card tray where you can use 2 SIM cards and 1 micro SD card at the same time. So no hybrid slot here. And this is the smartphone. It feels really compact and lightweight. It weighs roughly around 140 grams, which is good. And it seems to have a plastic construction. Let me just see that. Yes, this is seems to be a plastic construction. It looks like metal and it does feel like metal, but should be plastic. You get the 16 megapixel camera, Vivo branding and a fingerprint sensor. On the right side you have volume rocker and the power button, and you can see there's a slight curve around the edges. On the bottom side you have a micro USB port and a 3.5mm audio jack. On the top you have secondary mic for noise cancellation, and on the left side you have the SIM card tray. So let's put this side and let's just check out other contents that are present in the box. So here you get the SIM ejector pin, and again you can see it has 2 SIM cards and 1 micro SD card slot. Now you get this quick start guide and a case as well. So this is a clear case, again a good thing that you are getting this in the box itself. Then you have this charging adapter which has an output rating of 2 amps at 5 volts, a USB to micro USB standard cable, and standard earphones. Nothing fancy here. These are not in-ear but just a normal ordinary looking earphones. So these are the contents that you will get if you order Vivo V7 smartphone in India. So here's the Vivo V7 smartphone, the smaller brother for V7 Plus. Talking first about the design and build quality, the phone feels really light in weight. It weighs just 139 grams and feels nice in hand. The form factor is equivalent to a 5.2 inch smartphone. It measures 149 mm by 72 mm and it has a thickness of 7.8 mm. You get this 5.7 inch display in the front along with 24 megapixel camera, a 16 megapixel back camera with fingerprint sensor, and as mentioned you get all the major ports. On the bottom side you have the SIM card tray on the left side, and on the right side volume rocker and the power key. The phone feels really light in weight and compact in hand. It is meant for the users who always wanted a full view compact display, and at the same time the build quality could have been better if there was a proper use of metal on the smartphone instead of plastic, but you won't realize it after using the smartphone for a couple of hours, and the back does feel like a metal, but this is not an actual metal. Moving on, let's talk about the display. You get this 5.7 inch HD display which has a resolution of 720 into 1440 pixels, and again the viewing angles are nice. It is a bright display. Currently the brightness is on the lower side, as you can see. Let me just show you the brightness. So this is the bright display, but not the most brightest, or not even the top 3 in terms of the most brightness level when compared to other smartphones, and it could have been slightly better if there was a higher resolution. This is a 720 into 1440 pixel display. A 1080 into 2160 pixel display resolution would have been better on this smartphone since it costs roughly around 18,000 Indian rupees. Talking more about the other features, the phone is being powered by Snapdragon 450 processor, the same processor that we saw on V7 Plus, along with 4 GB RAM and 32 GB storage. You get roughly around 21 GB free storage and 1.8 GB of RAM available on this device. So in terms of multitasking, you will be able to run a lot of applications without any issues, and Snapdragon 450 is a fairly capable processor that can handle day-to-day applications and even games. We will test that out later on in our final review, but it is a welcome move from the company to give you Snapdragon 450, 4 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage from Vivo under 18,000 Indian rupees. Coming to the main highlight of this device, the camera. So you get this 16 megapixel back camera and a 24 megapixel front camera for more clearer selfie. You do have some interesting modes, like you can take the portrait shots from the back camera. Though it has a single camera, it uses software combination to give you portrait shots. Then you have the live photo that we have seen in iPhone. Here are some sample images captured using the front and the back camera. This was taken in beauty mode and you can see how good this image is. We don't have any complaints as far as the front camera is concerned. Vivo is always known for their selfies, and the same is true for this device. This was taken without beauty mode and still it is a very good capture in terms of details, clarity and overall image. As you can see, this was taken using the back camera, and even after zooming in you can see there's a lot of details and clarity in this image. You can still read the text on Doctor Strange toy. Some more samples so that you can judge the color reproduction in these images. You can see the wide range of colors. Camera is something which is working well on Vivo V7 and we don't have any complaints as far as the camera is concerned on this smartphone. Moving on, let's talk about other features. So you get a 3000 mAh battery and it will be available in champagne gold and matte black finish. We have the champagne gold variant with us. Overall, under 18,000, it seems to be a decent package from the company. Again, this is meant for the users who are looking for a great selfie experience along with a good display. The display resolution could have been better, but performance is nice. This time they are giving you Snapdragon 450 processor along with 4 GB RAM and 32 GB storage. The fingerprint sensor also works well. So from Vivo, it seems to be a nice package by the company, and if you always wanted a selfie smartphone which has good display and decent performance, then this time it can be a good option. But again, if you are looking for pure performance oriented smartphones and better value for money smartphones, you do have options like Mi A1 and Moto G5s Plus. Also, you do have now the Flipkart Billion Capture Plus smartphone. So we will be comparing those devices with this device and we will let you know how does this device fare when compared to those smartphones. Till then, stay tuned.